I see. Amin knows how to appoint people and how to fire them.
The place, it had water, and the water was electrified. It had a gate, to make sure no one escapes. And most of the people killed in this place were got within Kampala city. The business center and the suburbs. They used to blindfold them, throw them in the car boots, the saloon cars in their boots, drove them around Kampala for 6 to 7 hours to confuse them. And reaching here, people were already hopeless. So they would use the electrified water in order to extract information out of them. One would switch on and off electricity for a few seconds. Of course, many people died in water. And those who survived, they were put, that was like phase 1. Then they were put in the rooms. Inside we have got 5 rooms which worked as cells. And they used to pack. They used to put men in each room. Eventually they were suffocated and starved to death. Each morning the top officers in the army would come and this time switch off the electricity, walked through this water into the rooms, picking out bodies. And for those who seemed very weak inside the rooms, were again pushed in the same water, this time to make sure they are dead. Bodies from this place were dumped into the Nile River and eaten by the Nile crocodiles. Others in Lake Victoria, they are bigger fish like Nile perch and tilapia. Now this is one of the cells, or the rooms that served as cells, and they were poorly ventilated. You can see the vents. After turning this into a cell, they sealed the vents to suffocate people. Each had a sliding door with rails, then the second door on the inside, and here they would pack as many as possible, or they wanted to see people compete for oxygen in here. There are lots of writings, like at the extreme end, some are right from the prisoners. Someone wrote that Obote onzise naye abana bange, meaning that now that you have killed me, Obote, then what about my children?
The atrocities against people by Amin and Obote too happened between 1973 and 1979.
My name is Shalay Jones, and I come from the United States of America. And here we saw the torture chambers and where they put water on the ground and then electrocuted people, and it was a lot. It was very sad and very intense. The fact that they would have more than 100 people inside and it's dark and people would die here, like that's heavy. That usually torturing people is bad, and we have to be kind to people and hold people accountable. Yeah.
My name is Sarah Omar. I'm from South Africa. Coming here, looking at the torture chambers, it was a lot, and then hearing what happened here. It was very sad, but it's also, like, I've heard good things about Idi Amin, and then coming here and seeing this, and then it shows you that there's two sides to every person. But as Shalay had said, you do need to hold people accountable for their actions so that this isn't repeated again.
I've seen the torture chambers, and I have learned that that the governments that are ruling in our country should take it into consideration that there is a time for everything. And when they are really taking on their roles as leaders, they should lead the people in such a manner that they will not be able to remember the government for the wrong things, but to remember the government for the good things it has done for them. And the fact that this place has been kept to remind Ugandans that torture does exist and it is not really necessary in order to perpetuate a government in office.
Fred.
That was like around that time when Obote came back, to fight Idi Amin. Yeah, some family members come here to pay tribute because they think that their people lost their life there. So the bodies would be dumped in Lake Victoria to act as food for the crocodile. Yeah.
Do not fear butter, man. If Sudan attacks me, Egypt will attack Sudan. If Tanzania attacks me, my friend South Africa will attack Tanzania. If Kenya attacks me, we will attack them. Next week when I see Queen at Buckingham Palace, she will give me arms.